Welcome back to week number 3 of the Galaxy College Moonbears Dynasty. We're going to be taking on a tough opponent this week in 2-0 Duke, so I thought I would just start this episode by looking at some recruiting. And this is the quarterback that we're really trying to go after right now, Artie Cleveland, 2-star, does have the gem, and we are going to be scheduling his visit and I'm just going as soon as possible with a lot of these visits, so I scheduled him against FAU, but then I kind of swapped around some of the points to make sure we're kind of going all in. I want to get some recruits. We haven't actually gotten a single recruit yet so far, and with a lot of spots on the roster after this year, we definitely need to kick it into gear. So I'm going to be upping the ante on wide receiver Nick Hayes. He's only 1-star, but I really just need to kick it into gear on the recruiting front. So we got some coach points to spend. We did start as the recruiting archetype, so we're going here. We got level 2 in the quarterback tree, but I think I come back and put the 3rd point into the quarterback tree. The tier 4, I'm not sure if that affects recruiting in progress, so I think I'll just save some points for that at the end of the year so that going into the future we can get that increased starting interest. But outside of quarterback, looking at the offensive line, and obviously a super important position group, covers 5 different starters, so to put some points there would be super helpful. So after getting those boosts, we can take a look at some of the O-line that we're going after here. We got a 1-star, but he is a gem, so he should have the higher development trait, and I am going to put some points into here. We only have 400 total hours, so we're really only able to go after maybe like 4 or 5 guys a week along with, scouting. So it's kind of tough right now, but I think towards the end of the season it will get easier and we'll start picking up more recruits. So then we got this right end. I don't really know how to say his name, so I'll probably change it at the end of the year, but we are able to start the hard sell on him. I think he has a visit on the FAU game as well. And then kind of our top prospect right now in terms of rating is this cornerback, Brian Eberle, and so I put the hard sell on him, but you do get the extra points to put, so you just put it on DM player, and then once you unlock more of the recruiting tree, you can put even more points in here. So kind of learning this strategy as I go. But so then I come back to the quarterback, Cleveland here, and I guess I saw that one of the best strategies is if you have some points in the recruiting tree is to hard sell and then also put the soft sell, which you're not able to double up on the same kind of pitch, but we can at least get 2 out of the 3 in terms of what he's interested. And here's another guy I found, Tim Kaufman. So now I think going into the future I'm going to be looking more at players who aren't really being looked at. But let's take a look at our opponent this week in Duke. Their top player is their wide receiver, Jordan Moore, 86 overall. Tons of traits that he's got on the right there. And then their quarterback is an 81 overall sophomore. So I'm not expecting to do particularly well in this game. This is going to be a tough ACC opponent in Duke. And so far this year we kind of held on with Maryland, but I'm sort of thinking that's a fluke. And we got the narrow win over FCS last week, only a 17-14 win. So I think we're going to struggle for the rest of this year. Kind of our easiest opponent was that game last week. But let's see if we can sort of mimic what we did in week number 1 against Maryland. Starting off with the ball, the Moonbears will get 6 by the run by Harvey Peters. Another run here over to the right, and the run game has been working decently enough, but we do have to get something going in the air as well. Throwing this one, Julio Young gets us down to the Duke 40. And now running again, here's Peters, just with an okay run, getting us to a 3rd down and 3 situation. Kim looking to throw. He's got Tyson out of the backfield, and he fights forward for the 1st down. As looking to extend this drive. Just a 5-yard catch that time. Now off the play action, Kim going for it all. How did he sneak that one in there? Touchdown. This is going to be Ray Brock. I think he's the third wide receiver on our depth chart, and it really looked like the safety was going to pick us off there. But Brock runs a good route, and the safety just kind of bites down. See, I thought that was going to be picked, but we'll take it. I mean, up 7-0 against Duke. So now we can take a look at Duke's first drive. Gain of 15 on that one. Now throwing off the screen. He looked like he could have got the block and maybe taken that one all the way, but has Halsey there on the catch. Here's a second down for Duke, going over the middle. He finds his star receiver, but he dropped it. Castillo in coverage that time. Setting up a third down, but they're going to pick it up on this one. So now they got a screen. This is going to be Jordan Moore picking up 7. Third down and 3. Throwing over to the right. That ball is knocked out. So Moonbears defense coming up clutch on our first drive, setting up the field goal. A pretty long try, but he gets it right down the middle. Duke will cut this lead a little bit. Now back to the Moonbears offense. Trying to avoid a 3 and out here. Kim with nothing really open. He's going to try to take it for himself, fighting forward, reaching forward. And they're going to signal first down. Kim not really a scrambling quarterback, but running up right along the sideline and does extend. Get us this crucial first down. As the Moonbears have already put up 92 yards of offense in the first quarter. Pretty good for us. Trying to throw out of this one. I don't think he got out of the box. They are going to rule that intentional grounding. Receiver just not close enough. Third down and 19. Trying to get a screen play. That did not work at all. Duke will get possession of the ball. They're starting at around the midfield line, as their running back can't really find any room here. Third down and 4. They got him on the slant. First down, Duke. Now here's running up the side. Sheds 1 tackle. Gets outside. Almost picked up the first on that one. Now looking to throw the comeback route. That's going to get him down to the 10. And blown up that time. That was Deshaun Carpenter. Nice tackle for loss. Third down, we have a chance to keep him out of the end zone. Again, we are going to get the sack. That is going to be right linebacker Jordan Foster. Sheds the tackle. Makes Murphy sit down. Now for the field goal, and the kicker is 2-2 to start the day for Duke. The Moonbears will now look to respond with 4 minutes left in the half, and Kim had no time on that play. Devin Red came off the side, setting up a huge third down and long. We're trying to pick it back up, and just a little too late. Young could have came down with that one. But yeah, just thrown a little too late now. On the punt, this ball is going to be knocked out. Duke doesn't even know where it is. They somehow recover it. We get the lucky break with the forced fumble, but none of our guys could just make a play on it. Duke gets bailed out of that. And now taking it to the 35. 2-minute warning. Murphy throwing over the middle. He has Jordan that time. Or Jordan Moore. A few plays later, it's a 1st and goal. Trying the screen, not going to get it on that one. 3 yards to go. Now looking to the end zone, touchdown, Duke. We had a guy there, but just wasn't able to make the play. Harvey comes down with it with just 30 seconds remaining in the half, as Duke will take the lead for the first time in this game. Javon Harvey. We got 30 seconds. Are we going to be able to do anything with this? Trying the screenplay, and that the pressure just came way too fast. Now trying to run to the outside. This is Young. Nothing there, so we're trying to actually avoid them getting the ball back, but we can't, so we have to kick it. They got 12 seconds. That play will get them a couple of yards. Now 7 seconds when Now we're just trying to scramble to prevent them putting up any points here as their receiver comes down with it. Will they go for the field goal? They will. This is about a 52-yarder. The kick is up, and that is going to be good. Their kicker coming up big for them in this game, 3 of 3. They're going to extend their lead 16-7. Not the way we wanted to end the first half, but the Moonbears will be down 2 scores. And they have just not even really attempted to run the ball, but in terms of us, looks like we lost. Really didn't do anything offensively in the second quarter. Our only highlight play was the touchdown to Brock. And then it's been all Duke since then. Let's hop back into the game here. Start of the third quarter. Duke will start with it. Throwing over to the side, the cutback. First down, Duke. Now looking to throw on the side. There is a flag down, but he's got the receiver in space. And we actually get a little bit of a break here. An illegal man downfield, but it's going to set up a third down, and Carpenter comes up huge on that play. Ending the Duke drive. No points for them. Moonbears will take over. Here goes Brock. Nice play. Picking up about 15 there. Here goes Peters running it. He's got a hole. Jukes one man, but doesn't really pick up anything after that. Moonbears at midfield. Here's another wide open hole. This time it's Tyson running to the right. Just trying to get, a good drive here. Really haven't had one since the first quarter. Here goes Peters, setting up a 3rd and short. Trying to throw for it, and that was just a really bad call there. We are close enough maybe for a field goal. Kicking in this game is pretty tough, but that is a good kick that time, just not enough on the leg. So we had that wild kick in the last game that just shanked it, but this time just not enough power coming up, maybe a foot or two from getting that one. Not able to cut it to a 1-score lead. Duke now throwing to their man Moore. 3rd down and inches, the quick play, and that one's going to be broken up. 4th down and inches, but they are going to go for it here. Only a few inches to get. They will pick it up on that one. As we are actually already into the 4th quarter. Third quarter kind of blew by there. But we have to come up big here. Running the ball. This time he's going to cut back. Pick up 7 on that one. They were just killing us with these little chunk plays, and now they're going to find the end zone. This is Javon Harvey, who caught the ball before. So his 2nd touchdown of the day. As now Duke is kind of looking just to run away with this one. And our linebackers just couldn't make the play on the goal line. Now going for the 2-point. He's going to fight forward, and the 2-point is good. That will extend the lead to 17 here. Can the Moonbears come back down 17 with 6 minutes left to go? And it looks like that's not going to happen. Just a really bad throw that time by Kim. And he's waving to the crowd. He thinks he just put the dagger in this one. Probably did. So on 3rd down and 1, that's going to be more jumping for the ball. Nice catch by him as they were just now taking time off the clock. Duke going to the end zone, touchdown. So we go from us down 17. Now Duke will be up by 24. This game is pretty much over, and that's just to rub more salt on the wound. This time it wasn't that terrible of a decision to throw that ball, but Byer here just makes a crazy jump on this pass. Not the greatest angle to kind of look at it, but just a crazy jump. Gets that pick, and we're probably just going to be looking to get out of this one as soon as possible. And on the first play of their drive, the Quarterback will just run it straight in, and now we are in just a complete blowout scenario, as Duke has now put up, I think, 20 in just this fourth quarter just alone. 3 minutes left. Do we have anything to show for the remainder of this game? We got a flag down on this play. To make matters worse, we are even holding here. Third down and long, just going to kind of chuck it up. Don't really want to get a third interception, but not even enough time to really set up, the vertical throw. Fourth down, might as well try to just lob it up and see what happens, as that one's going to be broken up. So Duke will take over, and they can pretty much just run this out. We're not even really trying to, use our timeouts or anything. Duke will win this game 38-7. It was pretty close here until the fourth quarter, where they just kicked it into high gear. 22 points for them in the fourth quarter. Just a complete blowout, and really shows what how far this team has to go. As Malik Murphy, their quarterback, will get the player of the game, of course, throwing for 4 touchdowns. So I wanted to share some good news after that complete blowout. We got the first recruit of our series, Fetu Toifia. Again, I'm going to change the name on that guy, but our first commit in school history. So a little bit of positivity there after just a terrible game by us. And as the stats roll out, I'll just sign off here. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.